Okay, so you found the perfect home. You're ready to put an offer in. How do you decide exactly what to offer on the house? It's Mike Novak from the Novak Real Estate Team, part of Real Brokerage. Today I want to share with you 3 things that you, or more importantly, your agent needs to be looking at for you to tell you exactly what to offer on a home. And these are 3 variables I look at on everything that we think about offering on for our clients. First and foremost, asking for $10,000 off or $50,000 off is not a negotiating strategy. That's not going to work. Just shooting from the hip and guessing, that's not the way to get things done in real estate. You have to look at facts and data, and that tells you where the price should be. So the first thing you need to look at is comps, comparable sales, homes that are similar size, shape, age, condition, close in proximity to the home that you want to offer on. Your agent needs to pull those up for you, much like they're going to do for a seller when they're going to determine what price to list a house, but they're doing it for you as a buyer. And they're going to show you how much they were listed for and how much they sold for. I do not care about comps that are more than 6 months old, and I really care more about comps in the last 60 to 90 days. What happened a year ago really has nothing to do with what the market's doing today. So we want to look at most recent comps, and they need to be very similar size, age, shape, condition, and they have to be super close in proximity to that home you're thinking about offering them. As far as the proximity piece goes, it depends on how urban the environment is, on how far out you should go. If it's like downtown Seattle, you may be looking at maybe like a 6-block radius. If it's like Arlington Heights or something like that, you might be pulling a 3-mile radius or a 5-mile radius. So it really depends, but you need to look at homes that have these similar features. If I'm looking at an acreage property, I'm gonna make sure that it's at least 1-acre properties within a couple hundred square feet of the home that we're looking at. Similar age, like how old the house is, maybe it's a newer home, maybe it's an older home, things like that. Through that process, which is the exact same process an appraiser does, I can give you some pretty good insight on where you should offer at on the home. So that's the first thing you need to look at. This is the most time-consuming one, is to pull the comparable sales and have your agent do this for you before you just start shooting from the hip on guessing what to offer. The second variable you need to look at is what is the days on market since this home has come on. You know that if the home just came on 2 days ago, that seller is going to be in a mindset where they're going to want to test the market and see if a buyer is going to come along and give them the price that they're asking for. If the home's on the market for a month or 2 months and they haven't adjusted the price, that's a totally different negotiation strategy. So the days on market really, really does matter as you're starting to think about your offer strategy. The other thing that is connected to days on market is when is the last time they did a price reduction? Again, if a seller came on the market 30 days ago, they just adjusted the price yesterday, you know they're going to be in a mindset of wanting to test the market at that new price, much like as if they just came on the market with a new listing, and see if someone's going to come along and pay that price for them. After a few weeks of that new price, that's when the door to negotiate really starts to open up. So we talked about comps, we talked about days on market and days since last price reduction. The last thing that you need to look at is the competitiveness and the showings. We know right here in Snohomish County, it takes about 19 showings to get one offer on a house. Agents can often get a pretty good barometer of how busy a listing has been. We have access to Showing Time, which is the back-end scheduling system that agents use to schedule showings, so we can see like how booked up is the house in the future. And that kind of gives us a barometer of how busy it's likely to be. And then of course, we're gonna pick up the phone, call the listing agent, just ask them how many showings have you had? And has anyone told you they're planning to write an offer, right? We wanna know how competitive this is going to be. Sometimes homes may escalate above list price, which is gonna be one strategy. Sometimes, it's not gonna be competitive at all, and we're gonna be actually trying to negotiate dollars off or dollars back. And that's a totally different negotiation strategy, but you don't know until your agent talks to the listing agent. They also look at the showings just to see how much activity is actually occurring at that property. So those are the 3 things you absolutely unequivocally need to look at to determine which price to offer on a home. Stop guessing, guys. Guessing does not work in real estate. This is not eBay. If you've got questions about this, reach out to me direct.